Not fit to face the death penalty. A ruling today changes the next step in the case of convicted killer Nikko Jenkins. The death penalty is not a sentencing option tonight for the man convicted of killing 4 people in Omaha. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Griswold. Craig is off tonight. Judge Peter Battalion ruled today Nikko Jenkins is not mentally competent to face death penalty sentencing. The same judge found him competent to stand trial in February. Jenkins later pleaded no contest to 4 murder charges. Now the judge says Jenkins' deteriorating mental state and the seriousness of the death penalty justify declaring Jenkins not competent to understand the death sentence process. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Lindsay Feast is looking into what's next for the case, and she has reaction from the families of Jenkins' victims. Lindsay?
Jen, Judge Battalion says because the death penalty phase is complex, his concern and consideration is heightened in this life and death decision. But this ruling delays closure for the people close to the victims. Nikko Jenkins is known for outbursts like this. And it's that behavior and deteriorating mental state that Judge Battalion cites for why Jenkins is not competent to face death penalty sentencing. 7 psychiatrists evaluated Jenkins' competency specifically for the sentencing process. 5 say Jenkins has a severe mental illness, mostly diagnosed it as bipolar disorder, while 2 say he's faking it. So what does this mean now?
The judge will order them to be held and to receive mental health treatment, psychiatric treatment. And then what usually happens is every 6 months, the case is called back up in front of the judge.
Jenkins could go to the Lincoln Regional Center for treatment, and then he'll face another competency hearing. In February, the judge found him competent to stand trial, and Jenkins later pleaded no contest to murdering Curtis Bradford, Jorge Ruiz, Juan Pena, and Andrea Kruger. Defense attorney Michael Fitzpatrick, who's not involved in this case, says it's unlikely the prior competency rulings would be overturned.
And if he was in fact competent to make the plea, that plea more than likely would stand.
Tonight, I spoke with a lawyer representing the Kruger family in a civil lawsuit regarding the murder of Andrea Kruger. He said that this ruling just shows more proof that Jenkins shouldn't have been let out of prison in the first place. I also spoke to the mother of Curtis Bradford. She told me she has cried a lot today and just wants peace. She hopes doctors can get Jenkins competent, get moving forward, and get this case done. The judge will hold a hearing July 29th to determine how to proceed with the Jenkins sentencing. Reporting live, Lindsay Feast, KMTV Action 3 News.
More now about that civil suit Lindsay mentioned. The families of at least 2 of Jenkins' victims are suing the state of Nebraska. The families of Andrea Kruger and Curtis Bradford claim prison officials could have done more to prevent the murders. Their deaths happened within weeks of Jenkins' release from prison. Family members